okay. You're okay. Here we go. So it is the autumnal equinox. So I thought that it would be a good subject for our yoga class to think about, because with this new season, of course, everything begins to change. The leaves are turning, and change is all about us everywhere. And change happens every single day, every minute, every second in our own bodies. You think about it, every time you breathe, your body is changing, it's regenerating. Every time you move, every second, even if we think about how as time goes by, even if it's minutes, we're in a different place, we're at a different time. Change is constant, but change can be so good. And it can bring us to where we were meant to be. It could help us open new doors. So I invite you to welcome change, newness with the new season. So come inside, close your eyes, and begin to deepen your breath. And when you breathe in new life. When you exhale, let go of anything that gets in your way. Allow your new breath to flow, reaching its destination, regenerating every cell in your body. Allow your exhale to trigger your parasympathetic nervous system that brings you to rest and digest. Allowing your body to move in the opposite direction of fight or flight, to repair itself, to get ready for change. Return to your natural breath and continue to follow your breath, your natural rhythm of breathing, remembering how powerful it is. And then slowly open your eyes to come back into the room. All right. And just begin to rotate. Let your arms fall by your side and begin to rotate your arms, sending them in one direction and the other, like you were stirring something different in each pot on each side with your fingers. And then let your arms begin to come up alongside your body to your shoulders, overhead. Send your palms away from you, and then let them come down to rest on your thighs. Bring your chin to your chest, your nose to the ceiling. Bring your nose to face forward. Look over your left shoulder. Bring your chin down to your shoulder. Let it journey across your chest up to the other shoulder. And when you get there, send your nose to the ceiling. Notice if there's resistance in your neck anywhere. And breathe into it. Breathe into it. And then let your chin come back down, taking that trip across over to the other side, nose to the ceiling. And breathe. Bring your chin back down to your shoulder, across your chest, and pause when you're looking straight down at your lap. And let your head come back up to neutral. Let your nose go to the sky again. And back down, chin to chest. And then come back up to a neutral gaze, looking right in front of you. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And then go the other way. Come away from your chair or over to the side of your chair so that you have a lot of room behind you. Come to your mountain spine. Crown of your head is reaching upward. Your shoulders are over your hips. Your feet and legs make a right angle. And begin your cats and dogs here. So we're going to start with a dog, sending your heart forward. You're going to exhale, curling your spine back behind you. And keep this going at your own pace. Go as slow as you like. Make it a momentum that works for your body to help release your spine, to help stimulate and warm the synovial fluids in your cartilage, in your discs, in your vertebrae. And then next time you're in your cat spine, your hands are on your knees, and just hang here for a second and notice how your body feels. And then come back up to a neutral spine. And come back around to center. If you were on the side, right? You're going to send your arms straight up. Look up in between your hands and notice that there is something here that you want very, very badly. Grab hold of it and bring it down. Inhale, open your palms, reach up, grab hold of it and bring it down. Your elbows coming to your waist. Arms up, grab and bring it down. Elbows to your waist. Once more, look up, take hold, bring it down. Send your arms out and up, gathering energy, bring the prayer down to your heart. Inhale, gather, exhale, bring it to your heart. Inhale and exhale. Release your arms alongside your body. So remember to still stay a little bit away from the back of your chair, keeping that nice mountain spine. And we're going to begin working our hip joints. So come on the ball of any foot, whichever one, and then bring it down, and then the ball of the other foot, and keep that going up and down, up and down, up and down. Like you're running in place. Speed it up a little bit or slow it down. Whatever works for you. And then bring both feet flat on the mat. Bring your hands to your thighs. And open your legs so that each leg is at the corner of the chair. Your toes pointing away. And we're going to do that again, only going to extend this sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, open your arms, come forward. If you wish, you can bring your forearms onto your thighs, or else you can come all the way down, hang over, bring your arms inside your legs. Look down. Bring one hand so that it's directly under your nose. Release the other arm and look up at that arm as it reaches for the sky. Inhale, exhale, bring it back down. Place your other hand underneath your nose and release the opposite arm all the way up so you're twisting. Look up at your hand. Bring your hand back down. Send your arms out and up, all the way up and down to your heart. We're going to do that again, only this time we are going to use our hands on our thighs. So just come with me. I'll talk you through it. Inhale. Exhale, bring both your forearms on your thighs. Bring your right hand, your left hand, whichever hand you want to use first, to the outside of your opposite leg. Send your opposite arm all the way back behind you. And look over that shoulder. Bring your arm up alongside your ear. Come back to center. Keep going. Bring your traveling arm outside your farthest leg. Your arm reaching behind you. Look behind you for your hand. Bring both arms back up. Send them out to the sides and fold back down. Wrap your hands around your thighs, underneath your thighs. Let your head hang. Release your arms. Gather up and come down the center line. Right. So take the seat of your chair or the supports of the legs. We're going to just march in place. So the foot comes as high as you comfortably can off the ground and bring it back down. And pause. All right, so we're going to swivel to the side of your chair. So Move your hips so that your outside leg is free. Send it back behind you. Send your outside arm back behind you. Send it to the back. Send it up. Send it forward. Make giant circles. And bring your arm back down. Swivel to the other side. So you probably know by now when we do this, you can keep this outside leg bent or you can straighten it. Yeah, it's up to you. Come onto the top or stay on the ball of your foot, either way. And let's swing our arm, our outside arm. You hear all those noises that I do on your shoulder? Oh. And bring it all the way back down. All right. Come back to center. So we're going to be doing that again because that is one of the ways we do our warrior one. So come back to the side of your chair, only this time your leg is going to go out to the side and it will be straight. And you're going to come to the edge of your chair so that you have some distance in your warrior. Now, you can also do a warrior this way, if you like, because that mimics more exactly what we do when we're standing. But I think that's a little bit too much of a stretch here for now. So let's do it this way. All right, so send your leg out to the side. Bring your arms up overhead, your heart reaching forward for warrior one. Bring your hands together, look up at your prayer, let your hands come down to your heart. You're going to send your arms out to the side. You're going to come forward with a flat back. So that means no curling, right? You want to make sure it's nice and flat. At some point, you might have to bend over a little bit because what we're going to do is take our arms and wrap them around our thigh that's on the side of the chair. Wrap them. And for some, that might be just a little bit. It might be just your hands coming underneath. It might be a full wrap. Whatever works is fine. You're moving your body. You're changing it. Release your arms. Come all the way up, back to your warrior one. Send your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers. A little bit of a back bend here as you send your knuckles down towards the floor, your heart forward. You're going to inhale and you're going to exhale and you're going to come forward over your bent knee. Just like we did before when we wrapped our arms. Inhale back up, release your arms. All right. Bring your extended leg back in and shake them out. And we're going to do that on the other side, yeah? So swivel around, take your time. So your leg can either go back or out to the side. And you're going to come to the edge of the chair so we have some room under our thigh. Inhale. Send your heart forward, look up at your hands, bring your hands to a prayer. All warriors say a prayer before going into battle, yeah? And bring your hands, your prayer to your heart. Send your arms out to the side. Inhale, exhale, come forward with a flat back. Inhale, exhale, wrap your thigh. Bow your head. Inhale, unwrap. Bring your arms all the way back up. And then send them out again. We're going to do that again. Inhale, exhale, wrap. Release your arms, bring them all the way back up. Look up. Bring your prayer back down to your heart. And send your arms back out behind you. Send your knuckles back down, away from you, towards the floor or just behind you. And send your heart up to the sky. Inhale and then exhale. Come forward over your knee. Any amount is good. There's no requirement here. Inhale and come all the way up. Release your arms. Come back to center. All right. Oh, I forgot to remove my little booties here. Okay. So we're going to do our forward fold. So separate your legs. Come towards the edge of the chair. Bring your arms to dangle inside your legs. Inhale, exhale, come forward with a flat back. Inhale, exhale, come forward. And if you cannot reach the floor, just let your arms dangle. Just let them dangle. If you can, they'll come all the way to the floor. You'll drop your head. Wherever you are, you can drop your head. For a seated forward fold. Try to get all 10 toes pointing forward and your fingers going in the same direction. Move your arms outside your legs and send your arms up and out, fly up, and bring your hands down the center line. Excellent. So let's stir the pot. Let's shake things up a little bit. So open your legs again and imagine there's this barrel, big barrel or a pot, and you're going to get the stirrer, the ladle, or whatever you want to use, a bat maybe, and begin to stir. So notice though, you need to scrape the sides. That means you need to go all the way out. You need to go all the way forward. You need to get all the way to the other side and all the way inside. You're going to keep scraping the inside of this huge barrel or a cauldron. Maybe it's a cauldron. And then come back up to sit, and then you're going to go the other way. So imagine you're scraping the inside of a giant barrel. And then come back to center and pause. Bring your legs together and just breathe. Just pause for a moment. And then we're going to come up to stand. Okay. So come to the back of your chair, turn your chair around. It says you could be at the back. And we're going to do our warrior, the warrior one that we did seated. We're going to do it standing now. So step your right foot forward. It can come underneath the chair or right behind the leg of the chair. I like to bring it inside. Take hold of the back of your chair. Step your left leg all the way back. And look down, make sure, again, so you have one foot forward inside next to the leg or behind the leg of that chair. The other leg should be in line with the leg of your chair. So that's how when we do warrior one, how our feet should be tracking. And you can step back since you have the chair if you'd like to make your warrior stance a little longer. You can do that, right? So yogi's choice, if you want to hold on to the chair, you're going to lift your left arm only, look up. If you feel comfortable with both arms up, then go for it. Look up at your hands, look at your prayer. Bring your arms into your hands into a prayer. And bring that prayer down to your heart. Send your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers. Send your heart up to the sky, noticing the beauty of the sky. And release your hands. Bring your hands back to the chair and step forward. Let's do the other side. So the right leg comes back. So your hips are also square as possible. Because of the angle of your back leg, they may not get exactly square, but as much as possible so that you're facing forward. You can't enter battle sideways, right? So send your arms back behind you. Can keep one on the, so if you are going to do this one-armed, let it be the arm of your back leg, my right arm, up to the sky. And if you want to let go and look up at your hands and bring your hands to prayer. And then bring your prayer to your heart. Send your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers, send your knuckles to the earth. Send your heart up, looking up. Release your hands, bring them on the back of the chair, step forward. Okay, good. So how, you might be wondering, are we going to do those other things that we did in Warrior One? Yeah. So here's how. All right. So come to the side of your chair, turn your chair around. You could actually do it with the chair in front of you as well. And make sure that your chair is sturdy. It's not going to slide in any way. Right? That's why in chair yoga, we always use a mat to keep the chair from ever sliding. So hold on to the chair, let your outside leg step on the chair. Step your back leg back a little bit more. Send your arms out to the side. Now, you're not putting a lot of weight on the chair, but I just want to make sure it's steady. So make sure you've got this position now, all right? You're going to inhale, you're going to exhale, you're going to come forward with a flat back, and you're going to wrap your arms around your thigh. You're going to inhale and bring it back up. You're going to exhale and come forward, wrap your thigh. And bring your arms all the way back up, prayer, and bring it down to your heart. Okay, excellent. And bring your chair down. Your leg, that wasn't a chair, that was a leg. All right, so I'm going to do it this way because then I don't have the back in my way. All right. So other side, right leg up. So let's step back first a little bit more and then step on the chair. Arms straight out from your shoulders. Okay. Inhale, exhale, come forward, flat back, wrap your thigh. Or just hold it if you're only coming down a little bit. Any amount is good. Get those joints moving. And bring it back up once more. Come down over and wrap your leg. Release. And step your foot off the chair. All right. All right. So you know what, it's mandatory that we do the Elvis pose. So, so come so that your left foot or one of your feet, doesn't matter which side you start on, is at 12 o'clock, the other is at 2. Bend your knees and rock your hips, play your guitar. Just put your hand on your belly, your arm up, and you look like a goddess. You can bring your index finger and your thumb together in Jnana Mudra, which is the union of the individual, and you can pause while I finish my story, with the divine, or it is infinite knowledge, complete knowledge. Okay, other side. Okay, 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Bend your knees deeply and rock and roll. Do whatever you like with your arms. Make it fun, right? To make it fun. And come back to stand. Bring your feet together. Right. So we're going to do a little, some squatting. Yeah? So bring your feet as wide as the mat. And bring your hands to the back of the chair. And then point your toes so that, if you're using a mat, so that your toes are at like an angle, like I don't know how many degrees that is, but like that. And then bend your knees. And then bend them a little more, and 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 a little more. And then push into the floor with your feet to come back up to stand. This time, point your feet forward. And do the same thing. Bend your knees a little bit, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. And see if you can get your hips, maybe you can get your hips the same height as the chair. Yeah. And push into the mat with your feet. And come up to stand. All right, we're going to do that again, only this time we're going to go straight down to our full range, and you can bring your feet a little bit closer. Come all the way down as if you were sitting in this chair. And then push into the mat and come all the way up. Excellent. And then begin to shake your legs out. Shake them out from side to side. Shake, shake. And come back to center and just pause for a moment and breathe. Just breathe. I'm going to turn my chair around again so I can face you. And we'll come back to sit, but we're not going to sit for long because what we're going to do here is what we did standing, only using the chair, because the reason for doing all the squatting is that it's really important that we never lose our ability to come up and down, to sit up and down. But how do we do that, right? And make it easy. We practice, all right? So you're going to come to stand, bring your arms up, and let your arms help you slide into the chair. Let your arms bring you back up, and let them bring you back into your chair. You can go slower, go whatever pace you wish. So you're using your arms to propel you. Send them back behind you. Allow them to bring you up. Come back to your seat and come back up again. And straighten your legs. Bring your arms down by your side. Okay. So you come over to the side of your chair and take hold of the back of the chair. You're going to come on the ball of your inside leg, turn it towards the chair. Let it lean against the chair as you slide it. We did this last week, I believe. As you slide it up to your calf. And let your arms come all the way up for your tree pose. Let that chair is supporting you ever so gently. See, it just shows you really probably don't even need the chair, right? And let your arms come down. And we'll do that on the other side. So opposite leg, ball of your foot, turn it out. Let it lean on the chair. Slide your calf up, your sole of your foot up to your calf, leaning on that chair. Bring one arm up, maybe the other. And then bring it down. Excellent. All right. All right, so now let's come back to sit. So let's do a lateral stretch. Bring your right arm up and stretch. Bring it down. Bring your left arm up and stretch. And bring it down once more on each side. And come to center. Our final forward fold. Open your legs a little bit. Send your arms out to the side. Up and out. And fold over your legs. Come inside your legs with your arms or let them rest on your thighs or wherever they're comfortable. You want this to be a nice cooling forward fold. You want the crown of your head to reach for the earth. Helping with blood flow. And just hang over. Begin to make the journey up, but you're going to stop at a flat back. So the crown of your head is moving forward. Right? Tailbone in the opposite direction. You're going to bring your arms outside your legs. And you're going to use your arms to propel you all the way up. Ah, magic. And bring your hands down to your heart. All right, so we're going to take the next few minutes for our final Shavasana. So get nice and comfortable. Comfortable in your chair, just relax. Arms could dangle by your side, they could be on your lap. You can use your blanket. Too far. And just relax. Close your eyes, imagine you're lying in a beautiful place, your favorite place. It could be indoors, outdoors, wherever you like. Imagine that your arms are rotated so that the palms of your hands are facing upward. So you can do that right now if your arms are dangling, if they're on your lap. Have your fingers pointing up to the sky, like two lotus flowers. Or like the gesture called a mudra in yoga of giving and receiving. We give with our right, we receive with our left. And it's a constant flow. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath. Bring your chin to your chest. And as you lift your chin and begin opening your eyes, you'll bring your head all the way to neutral. Your eyes will be fully opened. So you can stay with us, or if you need to leave, you may do so. We're going to spend the next 10 minutes or so in a guided meditation. If you're going to stay for the meditation, then get yourself comfortable. You could be seated on the floor. You can stay in your chair. And if you're in your chair, you want to make sure the soles of your feet are flat on the ground. Your hands can be on your lap with your palms facing down, or they can be with the palms up. Facing down is a mudra of being grounded and connected. Crown of your head reaching upward. Your crown chakra opens during meditation to the flow of your meditation through you, through the universe, your spirituality. During this meditation, if you feel that you are uncomfortable because the thoughts that are popping into your head, don't worry about it. Just come back every time that funny little thought annoys you. Just acknowledge it and say later. And then come back to your breath. Come back to whatever thoughts you were having prior to that interruption. It will happen, but it will happen less the more and more you do this. So close your eyes and come inside. Notice your breath. Do not change it in any way. Let your natural breath be your guide. And as we move further through this meditation, I'll give you a few moments in between the guided portion for you to be serene and to have space. And just remember to come back to your breath whenever you need to. Your breath is your life force, your assistant. And as you breathe, say these words to yourself. I welcome change. I'm not afraid to let go of what has passed or what I thought was so important. I'm open to change. I embrace change. I see change as a stepping stone for something new and wonderful. I see change as the promise of springtime. Bring yourself back to your breath and notice how every time you breathe, you're fueling your heart. How every time you breathe, every cell in your body is regenerated, is new. You accept this change every minute, every second of the day without even realizing it. Notice how your body has changed after your yoga practice, how it feels differently, how it feels better. Notice how your eyelids feel as they cover your eyes, changing with every motion of your eye. Notice how as you hear sound, some sounds, some melodies, some music can change your mood instantly. Can make you sad and make you happy. make you feel free. Notice when you walk, when you move from one place to another, when you pass by, and things you've seen before, they might look differently today. Perhaps they're changing. Perhaps you are changing. Notice the feeling, the sensation of focusing on change, how it feels. Change for the better. Change that opens your heart. Notice how it feels. Promising and new. Now imagine that you are standing outside, walking on a wooded path. Notice the changing leaves, the oranges, the reds, the yellows, and some greens. Notice the changing leaves, how beautiful they are as they change. How glorious it feels to look at those colors, how they tickle your eyes. What beauty. What beauty change brings to us, and how we love to watch it happen. And we know in our hearts that when those leaves finally drop from their branches, they bring us the promise of another new season. They bring us the hope of spring. How we have changed with every season. Just notice how that feels. Now bring your awareness to someone in your life who you love very deeply. And picture that person standing before you. Notice how your heart fills up with the joy of seeing this person. Notice, though, how that person has changed over the years, how they've grown, how they've blossomed, how they've grown with you. And notice how your love has deepened with every season for that person. It's never gone away. It just gets deeper. It changes for the better. Notice that feeling. Let it fill your heart. Feel the love inside of you. How that feeling swells your heart, how it can stream throughout your whole body, making you feel like your feet can lift off the earth. How that deep love can perform miracles, can change so much in your life. And stay with that feeling of love. And say these words to yourself. I welcome change. I change every second, every day. I am renewed. I embrace change. It brings me the promise of a springtime. I see new opportunities. I enjoy the growth that comes with change, the deepened love that comes with change, the hope that comes with change. I open my heart to change. Bring your chin to your chest and feel your breath. Release your arms, shake your hands, your arms, wiggle your feet. And allow your chin, your head to rise as you open up your eyes. As you come back into this room, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you all so much for being with me today. Namaste.